Hey, what's up, man? Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Matchmakers. Man, it's been a minute before I got my guy back on here. For y'all should know him by now. We go by Hollywood Fanatic now. So he earned that right. So today we're gonna be talking a little bit about rankings. We're gonna go off Sports Fanatic, his actual ranking, and then we're gonna dissect that. We're gonna get into it a little bit, but right now, we're gonna get into one of the recaps. So we're gonna play the Bessemer Tigers, one of the organizations that Sports Fanatic is fond of, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Hey man, as you can see, number 4 he was just all around. Man, that dude, he was playing and they couldn't stop him, man. He was just too quick. And also number 2, they were just too good for him. They actually came to play. So, hey man, shout out to Bessemer, one of the teams who just lost, and they trying to get back into the rankings. And they had a big first step by being able to play a team like Rare Breeze, who was ranked number 10 in the nation. So, we definitely got to give big ups to them. And number 0, as he always do, come in and show up and show out. But I don't think he was enough, man, in comparison to number 4. As y'all can see, this little man was small but quick, but not quick enough for number 0. As y'all can see, man, Rare Breeds, they just couldn't get over the hump, man, and that actually was one of the game-winning interceptions. So Bessemer ended up beating Rare Breeds 14-6 in a tight game. So yeah, but what's your thoughts on that game, man? How do you feel? How do you feel about that game? And what do you feel like is the next thing that's going to happen for Bessemer? I think I actually lost Sports Fanatic. Got away from him to get back on. But that was the game, as far as the recap when it pertaining to Bessemer. They actually played this game because they wanted to get back in the Y and C rankings, and they end up winning that game. So we can go ahead and go to the next one. This one is a little bit lengthier, Dave. So I might not even need to play the entire thing, like so we can kind of play it in the middle. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all new here, definitely go ahead and hit this subscribe button. If not, man, we got a lot to talk about. We gonna definitely talk about this rankings and teams that should be playing. And if y'all got somebody on y'all radar that's ducking, definitely let me know, man. We gonna have to put that out there. But go ahead, Dave, and play the next video. So look, so as y'all can see in this Lambo, man, Lambo started off real rough, couldn't do nothing with this 12U team. Um, they came out striking. For the long pass, they end up getting the touchdown, as y'all can see right there. Lambo really couldn't do much of anything. As you see, he stripped the ball. And a lot of people say, man, it's a difference in age. And I think I think we kind of seen that, as far as Lambeau not being able to be as dominant as they usually are when they playing their opponent. So this team is a 12U team. They only had like 14 people in total. So Rare Breed they just looked at like a team that, just barely got over the hump. And then also, man, one of the things that I want to say is this team, a lot of people may take them for granted, but they definitely belong. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. They showed that, man, is different. It's age levels. You feel what I'm saying? Like far as like one being 11, the other being 12. As you can see right here, this is when Lambeau was up. But here's some of the things that I have to be honest. As y'all can see, where I say flag, these are some of the fortunate calls that Lambeau got that kind of saved him. That would have been a first down right there, right? This right here also would have been a first down, or actually a touchdown for the Seahawks, but they end up calling it back, right? So I had to show y'all that was a flag right there. Lambeau, as they can do better than anybody else. That was a flag that they called for Lambeau where they fumbled, and the guy called helmet and helmet, which it was not a helmet and helmet call. So y'all know I love Lambeau, but I must say that Lambeau got a little bit of home cooking, man. I must say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just got to be honest. That's one thing I have to be. So, this put them up by 8 points. So the team came out, tried to score. As y'all can see, that was a flag. So they put them back again. So this team basically couldn't get a break. Any big move or play that they make, and that was a really good play by both players, by number 22 and by the receiver who actually caught the ball. And as you can see, number 22, this is what he do. He's a big time player who make big time moves. And man, I must say that Lambeau was able to pull it off in a close game versus the Seahawks Elite, 20-12. So congrats to Lambeau being able to pull it off, unlike ATL Elite. But what do you see, man? Do you see the chinks? Or do you feel like they're gonna still win it? Well, you got Fort Lauderdale, but I still feel like they're gonna win it. What's your
Yeah.
thought?
And let me know if I'm choppy, man.
I know you good.
Okay, cool. Uh Nah, man, you know I got Fort Lauderdale. It's too many chinks in the armor.
Yeah.
It's too many chinks in the armor. I think everybody's catching up with Lambeau. So, um, I got Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes, man. I just think it's gonna be tough when we go down to Florida. They won a game in Georgia, but it looked good when it's here. Can you do it in Florida?
Yeah, I definitely think they're gonna be able to do it in Florida. I think that uh them playing these type of games, man, it just only prepare them to continue to understand how to actually win a game. If they're playing against a bigger and older team, I have to give them kudos, because this is the same team that actually beat ATL Elite. So they're not a slouch. And you could tell that even though it's only 1 year of an age difference, it matters. It means something. You know what I'm saying? So I have to give them all the credit in the world, because when they first came out, man, Lambeau couldn't do much of anything, man. I must admit, they couldn't do nothing. And then, just like Coach Howard does, he figure out a way, to get his team in the right position to where, they somehow figure it out. And that was the case. Now, if this team, if they were smart, my go-to thing would have definitely been to go to number 6 the whole time, because they didn't have not one receiver not one cornerback that can basically out jump this guy. And that was the, the play that you seen on the first play, one of the first plays of this video. They wasn't good enough, man. You know what I'm saying? Are tall enough to actually be able to hang with these people. So I had to say this, man, that they were very fortunate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to say that they were very fortunate to be able to pull that game off, even though, I've seen Lambeau pull off game after game after game, far as when it comes to champions. You feel what I'm saying? So, I never underestimated them, but they definitely showed that if you play a certain style, then they definitely showed that if you play a certain style, you have a legit chance at making it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I seen, man. But shout out, like I say, man, shout out to the Seahawks, man. That's somebody that ain't nobody really giving no credit to, even though they stated that they have lost damn near every game in the 12U division, of their league. So shout out to them, man, for at least giving Lambeau, a really good game, so. But hey, man, but what did you see, far as within the highlights? What was your take on it? Out, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I don't think he can hear me yet, Dave. So take him off the screen till he can see me. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, but you can't hear me. Yeah, definitely let them know. I don't know, man. Like I say, every time you try to be great, man, that's what the case is. You feel me? Hey Dave, what we got next? We got the rankings.
Yeah, we got the rankings coming up.
Okay. All right. So look, man, let me talk about before I get into the rankings, man. Let me talk about some of the games that I've seen. I've seen, and I must give a shout out to the 10U Georgia Eagles for having to go up 2 levels. They had to literally go up 2 age levels to get some work, some competition. And at first I thought that was something that they wanted to do. But Georgia Eagles let somebody from Georgia Eagles organization let me know that basically what was happening was it was teams that did not want to play them. And that's really the unfortunate thing because um, you know, I've seen it repeatedly. I've seen it with Falcons United. I've seen it with ABA. I've seen it with like Rare Breeds. Like I've seen it, when it comes like the end of the season, every time like teams just back out. They don't want to play. Maybe they might be ranked, and then they may have like a Rare Breeds or somebody that's on the docket, but then all of a sudden they pull out, said that they can't play, right? And to me, that's very unfortunate. But also for teams that are trying to play, teams like Rare Breeds and in number one teams that's in the division or in the nation, it's the best time to play them now because you almost guaranteed to get a team to pull out and they're going to they're going to do it. So and then here's the thing, they're going to need a game. So not only are they going to need a game, you feel what I'm saying? Like basically I might believe that they'd be willing to come to y'all because they need to stay busy. They need some work. They need to be able to, stay fresh and not become rusty because like that was Falcons United. That was their issue last year. They got so rusty to the point where, they wasn't able to, basically play well. They played against a team that they knew they were supposed to blow about 30, and it became a nail biter. So those type of teams, man, like y'all don't want to uh y'all don't want to have on y'all schedule at the end of the season, because those teams are most likely to basically pull out of the game. So for those who need recognition, who feel like y'all are that good, hey man, y'all can reach out to some of the teams like Georgia Eagles, the team like the Rare Breeds, the teams like the Real Deal Dream Chasers, other teams, right? Y'all can reach out to these teams, because that's when you guys are most likely to get the shot and the chance at playing, to at least get recognition for you guys to measure where y'all are at that moment. But man, let's go to the you can hear me now?
Oh yeah, we good now,
All
man.
right, we good,
Now
man.
cooking,
I
cooking.
tried to hold it down before you came, man. But
All
before
right,
you came back on.
Ken, which one you doing? You want which power ranking you doing first?
Hey man, let's do the eight U right quick, man. Let's do the
Hey,
AU power rankings right quick, man.
okay. All right,
This
here
is
we
this is my guy Fanatic. This is my guy
This is
Fanatic.
the most non-biased AU ranking. Like they really should use my AU ranking
Yeah.
in every platform because this is the real ranking.
It is no bias
There's no bias in this ranking.
outside of Bessemer.
I mean, they the clear-cut number one, so it's
Oh,
still not biased.
okay. All right, go ahead, Dave. Let's see the rankings. This is Sports Fanatic unbiased rankings.
What?
Okay.
Come on, man.
So look, we got the power rankings. Let us know what y'all think, man, about these
Come
rankings.
on, man.
All right. So we got for number one, we got Big Bessemer.
The biggest
Okay?
of the biggest.
He said that's the biggest of the biggest. Then we
The
got
biggest
Gorilla
of the
Mob.
biggest.
All
Come
right.
on, man.
We got Gorilla Mob.
Beat
Then we
Texas.
got Dog Pound.
Come on.
Okay. Then we got Orlando Outlaws.
Or okay, let me
Now,
explain.
I was about to ask
Let
you
me-
that. What's
Let me
why you
explain
put
that.
them?
So for a lot of people, they have the Orlando Outlaws as like their sixth best team or their fifth best team. But I put the Outlaws so icy because they play in a competitive league. And
Mhm.
I don't think we respect competitive league play no more. They play in a league called Florida Elite where they see tough competition weekend after weekend after weekend. And I know that, we only look at national games, but I like to look at what teams are playing within, on a weekly basis. And Orlando Outlaws plays one of the toughest, they play the Georgia Rattlers, equivalent of like the Georgia Rattlers every weekend in a league. So I got to put some respect on their name for that.
Okay. All right. So I seen them. Hey, Dave, is there any way you could keep it up? But yeah, now I seen them. I think they really good, but to put them above, because one of the things I want to ask, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you put them above So Icy? Why do you knock So Icy down and then also Twin City when they were number 4 and number 6?
All right. See, that's on them bias rankings. You know what I'm saying? That's on them other rankings. In the words of the great Darren, that's on that other rankings. This the real ranking. See, on my real rankings, they would have always been number 4 because they play in a more. I like what So Icy has beaten a lot of top competition. So has Orlando Outlaws. But I like to put respect on a team that's doing the same thing week in and week out. It's not to say So Icy don't, but they don't play tough competition week in and week out like the Orlando Outlaws do. Every week they playing teams like the Tampa Jags, the D-Land Dogs, the Sarasotas. I mean, they're playing really good travel ball teams week in and week out in that Florida Elite League that could come up here and beat some of our top Georgia teams. Right. So I gotta respect that. Twin City has took some losses, but I still think they're a top team. SED, top team. RDU, I wish they were outside a little bit more. They have not played as many games. Because like I tell people, playing top competition is respectful, but to me, you have to be able to, you got to play games. right? Like we even see in college ball that, a lot of top teams get knocked off by smaller teams. We learned with this weekend, the Mob. They got knocked off by an unranked team. So playing games, I don't think we put enough respect on people that play games every single week, week in and week out. RDU don't play games week in and week out. Duval Jags, they took a lot of losses, took some losses to some tough competition, but still in there. And then I got a tie for the Georgia Buckeyes / Royal Hornets. I like the Buckeyes. They moving forward, but unfortunately, I don't know if they're gonna get it. But I gotta see them play some real like ranked team. I got to see them play a Twin City, a Royal Hornet, a RDU, a SED, a Twin City, a Bessemer. I got to see them play somebody else because right now, with all the top games they really only beating competitive teams in a state, but they're not beating ranked teams. You have to be a ranked team, or at least let me see you. And then I don't like that they having all these close games with these top teams in the state. I want to see them blow out the Smyrna Seahawks. I want to see them blow out the Georgia Rattlers. I don't want to keep seeing tough games versus good teams in the state. I want to see you be able to blow them out for me to consider you one of my national teams.
Hey Dave, hey, that thing, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That thing is kind of annoying. Yeah, if there's any way you could keep it up, then
this is all I got because you said you wasn't going to recap it for too long. I just got the video version.
Yeah, yeah, if you could screenshot it and put it up or something. But hey, yeah, man. So I say this too, man. I don't think enough people put enough respect on SED, bro. That's the thing. SED, bro, has been one of the toughest AU 7U teams, just coming up thus far. Last year they did very well versus
right.
Hey, just keep it down for a second, man. Cause that sound, or if you can keep it mute or something, but that sound is But hey, SED is one of them. Like I said, they one of them teams. They got like. You said which team? Because I think when it comes to SED, they got like two or three running backs, man, that are very good, man. I think that they just like kind of like Bessemer. Now, do I think they beat Bessemer? No, I don't think they beat them, but I definitely believe that SED is one of those that teams, that can possibly beat anybody that they face. So I definitely wouldn't be having them up there. So I can actually slide them like a little bit lower. You know what I'm saying? Like I would actually probably replace them with the Orlando Outlaws. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna put Orlando Outlaws above SED because I think SED is the better team. You know what I'm saying? But like people giving them they giving them a little more credit than they are, SED. And I'm shocked, man, because my guys are from Texas. So the fact that that's the case, you feel me? Like I'm thinking that they will be more so like a little bit biased, far as for SED, but I definitely think they belong, man. They shouldn't be barely about to make it into the the Y and C, so that's just my pick. So number 8 is RDU. He got number 8 as RDU. And to be honest, man, I definitely still feel like RDU needs to play the GA Buckeyes. And I already showed what Clayton said. So, by default, man, they damn near going to have to swap. By default, they're going to have to swap. You feel me? Because if a team calling you out and Clayton, and as I showed the video, is saying that, look, if you duck in the best competition, then we gonna have to lift you up out of there, and you got this team that's basically been winning. I think they won every game since losing to I believe who was it? I don't know if it Gorilla Mob or something like that. but they basically won every game. So therefore, you know, they should be in the rankings, in you know, fighting for a spot at the YNC. So that's that. But Duval Jags, I know why you selected them. They definitely a good team. I could see them for sure being at the 9th spot. They're also a really good team. So hey man, that's a good one. And then like I say, number 10, you got Georgia Buckeyes / Royal Hornets. And it'll be a good thing though if they actually decided that they wanted to play. It'll be a really good thing. But yeah, man, let's go to the next rankings. Dave. Let's go to 12U. I mean 13U. They won't let my guy be great, man. They keep booting him off. All right, so we about to go to the 13U rankings. And to be honest, man, the reason why I decided that I wanted to talk about the 8 and 13, because I must say this year those have been the two divisions that has been the most stacked and that I have been paying attention to the most.
Yeah,
You know
with
what
the
I'm
most fun too, man. Most competitive too. They the most
Right.
competitive.
Absolutely. So that's exactly why I decided to select those two divisions. Now, you actually selected the Duval Jags, right? And I kind of knew why. You very big on that organization.
Right.
And number 9, I feel like it's very fitting, right? I
Okay.
still feel like it's fitting. One of the other things that I say too is that that was very fair. And then I was suggesting that
Okay.
the
So you
Georgia,
giving my ranking an A+.
hell no, I'm not saying
Oh,
all that. I'm
yeah.
I'm definitely giving you some credit, but
Okay.
like I said, bro, I'm definitely swapping out what's the two?
Orlando Outlaws.
Orlando
So,
Outlaws with SED. I don't think
okay.
Orlando Outlaws is better than them. So
Okay.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
moving my boys to 7.
I'm moving them to 7. I get them 7. I think
Wow.
SED will win if they actually make that game happen. I think SED wins. That's just basically from what I seen. And anytime that they lose, man, they don't get blew out. They barely lost in the YSC last year. So
Can I see? I missed your 13. Can I see your? Is it possible to see that 13? Your
the
13U?
okay, yeah, we haven't even
All right,
talked.
here we go.
Oh, okay. I just seen it up. Okay, I wanted to make sure I ain't missed. I thought I just seen it up.
Hey Dave, hey man, if you can cut off that white screen because it's turning to white, if you can do that, bro, that'll make a world of difference. But yeah, man, go ahead and show the 13U bracket real quick.
All right, hold on, let me cue it up.
And we're gonna see, man. Fanatic, because I'm gonna be honest with you, Fanatic, he said he ain't biased, but when he makes the list, he got who he want to win already included in that. And I'm trying to see why he had a specific one, at a specific number. So I can't wait till you pull that up. Why is they keep kicking him out? They keep kicking my guy out.
They keep kicking me out today, man. They don't want me to be great. You know, I got something to say about that 13U. That's
Yeah,
what it is. I got something to say. You don't want to hear it, but it's gonna get this work.
it got to.
Yeah.
That's mandatory.
Keep kicking me out today.
All right,
They
here we
don't want
go.
me to see that 13U.
All right, so we're gonna play this 13U, man. We're gonna go ahead and
I
get
want to
into
see. Cause I gotta explain. We got some talking to do.
All right, so we got number 1 Woj,
Wow.
2, we got 2 TMT, we got Real Deal Dream Chasers at number 3.
Okay.
We got St. Louis Elite at number
I
4,
don't like it.
NC Giants, at number 5, OG Ducks at number 6.
Okay.
We got OC Buckeyes at number 7. We got
Okay.
Tampa Irish. Then we got the Mob, and then we got Rare Raiders.
Okay.
I'm putting the Rare Raiders in there.
I like this. I actually like this, man.
All right.
I like this.
So this is where I'm kind of lost right now. How do you got the team that just beat the team, Real Deal Dream Chasers, above the team that actually beat them?
Okay. Okay. So let's get some. In the words of National Sports Chat, when you lose how they lost to Woj, you got to drop.
Okay.
Because that's what you told me about Southfield.
Yeah.
When you take that type of loss, I don't care. And that's a full game loss. I'm still going to say we lost. We being honest.
All right.
We being honest. It's an unfinished game. Now that the dust has cleared, I'm going to still call it a loss, but it's an unfinished game.
Okay. So when it finished on an interception with them on the 10-yard line.
And that's why we got the number 1 red zone defense in the country.
Hey, well,
So it's an unfinished game. Unfortunately, it is what it is. It's an unfinished game. But I'm still calling it a loss. I'm putting them there based on Woj. You cannot lose how you lost to Woj and maintain ranking.
hey, well,
And
based
your-
on my own
in your
words.
second national game of the year, you went down there and got mollywopped. I think we got to admit. I gotta move you. Come on, man.
Hey,
Come on.
well, I'll say
And
this.
we tied with number 2. We beat number 6. We've beat number 8. We've beat number 10. We beat Brick City when they was in there. We just got more.
Well, hey, okay, so let me ask you this question. Why did you put Woj over TMT?
I had to put Woj over TMT because of what Woj did to St. Louis Elite. Woj has been one of the more consistent teams. So that's why they there.
Yeah, but they got 2 losses, don't they?
Yeah, but I still got to put them there, man, because they knocked off one of the teams that we thought was about to run through. They came and they knocked them off, man. So it's kind of like, I don't know, man. The Woj's like last month and a half has been really good. TMT has kind of been at a standstill, and I know they really in league play, but Woj has just had a better time right now. And TMT, one of their last real showings, they ended the game in a tie. Another unfinished game. I don't know why they keep happening to us. Another unfinished game, but it ended in a tie.
But okay, but according to Fanatic, that game shouldn't even had been close. It should have been decided by halftime. By 30.
I agree.
You said about 30.
Yeah, I agree. It should have been, but it wasn't. It wasn't. So I gotta put them there. Us, I feel like you can't dismiss our resume. St. Louis doesn't have a resume. They have a win, unfinished win, but a win. Then they have a terrible loss. I gotta drop you down for that terrible loss.
Oh, to Woj.
Yeah, and then I can't put OG right there, right? I can't put the OC Buckeyes there. I'm really allowing the Mob to stay on just to be nice because there's nobody else to take their spot.
Oh wow!
But
so just because they lose to, and I'm not even sure because I haven't seen the score. So just because they lose to the Beacon House, which is they said is the number 2 team out there. Well, really now number 1, right?
Yeah, really good team.
Right, really good team. So the fact that you know that, you still willing to kick them off?
They're an unranked team.
It don't matter.
Unranked team. They're an unranked. You lost to an unranked team. I'm not saying they're not good. I went and watched all their games for hours. They're a great team, but they unranked. You lost.
Okay, so how do we get the Real Deal Dream Chasers back at number 3 though?
Okay. The strength of schedule is way better than St. Louis Elite, right? St. Louis Elite does have a win in an unfinished game, but they do have a win in an unfinished game. But the strength of schedule is way better. I have to bump St. Louis down for that terrible loss. Real Deal has never had that type of loss all season. That loss is terrible, right? So I got to bump them down. Then it's just one of them things where they've beaten everybody else. They beat OG. OC is not on their level. Tampa Irish, they beat them. North Carolina Giants, I mean, you could maybe have a argument for the North Carolina Giants, but not good enough to me because they barely escaped the Tampa Irish. We beat them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the mob, once again, happy to be here, right? And Red Raiders, happy to be here. You know, at this point, we might need to be looking at Beacon House to put it right there at number 10.
What? I think Red Raiders beat the Beacon. I would actually like to see the game. I think they beat Beacon House.
I think we got to see them play some tops. I still ain't seen it.
Well, according to the UTN, they just beat the 19 in the nation.
Who's
Don't
that?
ask me who it was. I don't know. Hey, they beat them without even half of their players. So, you know, but yeah, they beat the mess out of them. And then like next week, also, we're gonna have they quarterback on here. They got a new quarterback, a real legit nice quarterback, who used to play for Walton, I believe. And you know, the guy got an arm. He got an arm. So you know, we definitely gonna have him on to see what he got to say. Because look, I'm gonna say this, man. Out of all these teams in there, man, I definitely still believe that the mob got a real legit chance at winning. I believe that that TMT got a real legit chance at winning. I believe that Real Deal Dream Chasers have a legit chance at winning. You know, but the team that I don't think that has a legit. Hey, boy, what's that?
Oh, yeah.
That guy blurry. Hey, I don't know what's going on with this. This
Hey,
one.
they not with me, man. They not
Yeah.
with me today.
Hey, man, it's all good. We get through it.
Don't get through it, though.
But yeah, man. So, you know, like, what do you think about Woj? What do you think about Woj?
I think Woj might be it.
Do you think they do a repeat?
No.
So they beat the Real Deal Dream Chasers?
Absolutely not. Tough game comes down to the end. Real Deal pulls it out. We got the better players.
Yeah, but I'm saying, okay, it's cool to have a better player because I've seen that all my life. Every team that I've known that been assembled was the better team, but don't always mean that it equates to a victory.
No, we so focused right now, man. I don't even think the world understand. I'm saying we. I ain't even a part of the Dream Chase. I'm saying we so focused. There's a different level of focus in Dream Chaser land. See, the problem is the computer, the internet, the studio. None of that wanted me to come on and talk about where the Dream Chasers is going. But you just can't stop greatness. You know what I'm saying? And this is an example of what's going on in Dream Chaser land. Everybody trying to stop the Dream Chasers from being what they're supposed to be.
Hey man, what you think about the people that actually kind of rooted on for them not even to go, or hoping that they didn't go?
Because that just shows you, man. That shows you it's some fear out there, man. They are afraid of what we can do once we're clicking, and we're clicking. I'm telling y'all, it's such a new focus in Dream Chaser land with these kids and the coaches. I love it. I love what I'm seeing from Dream Chasers right now.
Hey, but look, man, you know, look, we can get back to that, but let's talk about, man, the 10U Georgia Eagles, bro. I need to just shed some light on them right quick, man. I got to do it. I have to do it. These kids, like I mentioned, could not get a lick of work from teams that was in their division. right? What do you say? What do you say the fact that they actually was one game away from the championship and they lost literally by a touchdown and because they could not score at the last minute? What do you say to them, man? What do you got to say
You
about
know, it goes again to what I was saying earlier about the ability to have a league and play football on a consistent basis. If just teams that can play football week in and week out are just going to be better. But let the record show, man. I kept saying,
man? Hey, bro, I'm telling y'all, look, when stuff happen like this, man, the only thing that y'all can do, man, is try to fight through it. Cause y'all see, we be on lives all the time, and we don't have no issues. But somehow today, we having a lot of technicalities, right? But we gonna get through it, at least to talk about the stuff that we really want to get to. You feel me? We gotta create the build up. We gotta create the anticipation for people to enjoy it, to see what it is that we got to talk about next, because there's a lot of stuff, man, that I wanted to talk about pertaining to the Lambeau, pertaining to GA Buckeyes, pertaining to the OC Buckeyes, playing the OG Ducks. So it's a lot of stuff that I actually wanted to get to. But y'all seen the power rankings, and that was just one of the things that we were trying to do. But for some reason, man, just keep kicking them out. They keep kicking them out, and it's probably because Coach K talking about, man, do the IG live and stuff like that. But with the IG, that's cool. But I don't be, I don't be wanting to be on there holding the phone all the time. But yeah, man, I guess like since we having a lot of technicalities, man, definitely, like I said, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Even though we having technicalities, we just gonna try it again. Maybe tomorrow, and sure, we're gonna see. We're gonna see if it's working a lot better. But man, that's all I got for now. Well, I have more, but since he having technicalities, we're gonna try it again. you know. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. National Sports Chat. I'm out.